What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and we are back to talk about the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion part one. And happy New Year, y'all! Happy New Year! I am so excited for what 2023 has for all of us together. I just want to take the time to thank everybody that has ever watched my channel, ever did a super chat, anybody that's ever supported my channel in any kind of way, anybody that comments on my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Now, I am wearing this hangover hoodie sweatshirt because your girl really, I'm struggling. Okay, I had to reschedule the live a couple times. I was hanging out with some other fitness instructors yesterday, and it was a bad influence. Okay, but I am here, and we're gonna get into the tea, and we're gonna talk about this love and marriage foolishness and puppetry, apparently. Let's get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming with a force. Yeah. Blessing the reap and we coursing on.
All right, y'all. Give me 2 seconds because I forgot to put the notes up on this phone. Hold on. I was on mute all that time. I am so upset. Can her moderator text her? Hold on, y'all. I am so sorry. And I was really going off. I was really, really, really going off. Oh my God. This is crazy. You're going to have to start all over. We have heard nothing. All right, y'all. I'm going to start over. And what I'm going to do for the replay, I'm going to put the times in here so that y'all can go straight to the commentary. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So let me start over. All right, y'all. So we are at the beginning of the reunion. Miss Wanda walks in. She is looking like, who did it and why? Where is this outfit from? Why would anybody ever wear this? It's given Ronald McDonald's friend. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's wearing. I don't know, but she's here. She is here to wreak havoc like she normally does. Then we have Mel who's come in. Now, Mel gives me so professional. Mel comes in. She's the only one that literally came in with a team. Like she had her makeup artist, her stylist. She had everybody come in with her. Nobody, everybody else just came in by their damn self. Okay. Ain't nobody else come in with nobody. But she came in with her team. Okay. So she just came in ready to own the room, okay? And he is one of the people that came in by themselves. He's giving me very much so, maybe my shirt is too small. Maybe I just wanted to open it so everybody could see my chest. I don't know. But I have to give it to Martell. He came in, he looked nice when he came in. I really wish that he would help his friends. That's what I really wish that he would do. Then we have Carlos King. I love, love, love the color patterns with Carlos King. Carlos King came in looking like Santa Claus because he is the gift that keeps on giving with these reunions. He comes in and he asks the right questions, okay? Andy Cohen could take some tutoring, if you will, from Carlos King where it comes to the reunions, because despite what everybody says about Carlos and him possibly not letting the Scotts talk about whatever, um, him having favoritism to people on the show, the way that he conducted this whole thing was amazing. I love the way he did this reunion. I loved it. Okay. There then we have him here with his suit on. Okay. He looks really, really nice. He looks really, really good. Like I love Carlos. Every time he always does what needs to be done. I love the pattern on the jacket. He looks really, really good. Now, y'all, there's been a lot of controversy on the internet about this outfit with Kimmy. Okay. I'm not going to stay on this too long. I think I stayed on it a little too long the first time when I was muted. I'm going to say this. Okay. This outfit is not what I would expect a Kimmy personality to be wearing. Not to say that Kimmy is matronly in any type of way or whatever, but I would expect like a Jocelyn for Jocelyn's Cabaret to be wearing something like this. You know what I mean? Like I would be expecting her. This is like, I can see if the theme of the reunion was Candy's Dungeon. I just feel like it's very off for what we're doing. I feel like I just don't, it's not a look for her. It's not. Yeah, I don't like it, Kimmy. But let me say this: her body looks impeccable in this outfit. I love the way nothing is spilling over. There's no can of biscuitry afoot. She looks amazing. Okay, amazing. So her body looks good. I don't know if it's the cape on this outfit. I don't know if she's trying to imitate the alleged brothel that they say that her husband has been to in the past with this outfit and address the shade, if you will. I don't know, but I just, it's not giving what she wanted it to give. I don't like it. And then Of course, Maurice is coming out looking, he looked better than his brother. I say that. Marceau is always coming out looking like the deacon that is collecting the offering. Where does he get these suit? Like his suit is so regular degular. Why are you wearing this? I, and he's wearing this up against the Tisha looking like the missing member of Escape with this shimmery outfit that she has on. She looked like a pumpkin last year, all orange and bright, shining her light. But this year she looks like she's been stuffed like a pumpkin. I don't, she looked too uncomfortable in that dress. Like it was just, it was stuffed to the gills. Like I don't, it wasn't given for me. It really wasn't given for me. I didn't really like the fit of the dress. It made Tisha look wider than I think she really is. Um and then this high cut slit that they have going on. You can't sit down properly because you have to be careful about how you're positioning your leg so your coochie cat don't be showing. Child, I wasn't I wasn't totally impressed with Tisha's dress either. Now, I will say this with Martell. This is a nice suit jacket. He looks really, really nice. No calendars, no wine, none of this BS. Martell needs to come out with a line of suit jackets. I think that that would be an amazing venture for him. He could actually do it with Chris Fletcher. Chris Fletcher wears really nice suit jackets as well. I think that that would have been a more reasonable venture for Martell. He could have done a line of suit jackets. He could have done protein powders. He could do any type of fitness nutrient vitamins or even juices or something like that. I don't know, something that has more to do with what he actually likes to do. And hello, maybe get your builder's license so you can build some homes and stop waiting to use everybody else's. Those are the three things that I think he really needs to focus on to make money, because all the little hodgepodge stuff that he's doing now, it's not given. So y'all know she came down to shut ish down. Shut it down all the way. Come in, put the red carpet out, pull out the big scissors. We are done. We're done. Melody looks absolutely amazing, and Martell thought so too. Because look at this face. Look at her. Melody Cherie Holt is still her name. But you was on the phone with Sheree before everybody came out, sir. You was on the phone with Sheree, and Carlos was talking to her. Don't think you're slick. We saw you, okay? But you're trying to add the Holt on the end of Melody's name because you're loving the crew. Yeah, you loving the warrior side boob she had going on. All this here. She looked absolutely stunning. I loved every single minute of it. Okay. Every single minute of it. Loved it. Okay. So y'all, let's go on and get into this review. Okay. Thank y'all so much for telling me that y'all couldn't hear me. Miss B is in the chat. I'm going to, from now on, I'm going to text you my phone number, Miss B. So that way, if this ever happens again, or there's some foolishness, you can just text me and the text will come up on my phone. All right. But thank y'all so much. Cause oh my God, that would have been tragic if we went this whole thing without me seeing y'all. Cause I can't see the comments when I am, when my overlays are up. So I wouldn't have seen it until I was done. But thank you for letting me know, y'all, for sure. All right, so let's get started. All right. So now that the couples are all out, Carlos starts off by saying, we're going to do this thing we're going to end this thing by clearing the air. We're going to toast and we're going to come back together, right? Because it's alleged that they actually had a cast meeting where they all sat down and talked because they're trying to get the show back on track. Everybody, is just really not loving how the show has been going. They're just really not, because we're tired of the drama. I need y'all to see, and when this is over, I need y'all to watch Carlos King's interview with Dustin Ross. Okay. He recently interviewed a guy named Dustin Ross. Dustin Ross is like a huge socialite. His point of view on this show nailed it. Nailed it. It is an amazing interview. He calls everybody out for what he sees. He talks about the mamas on the show, and I think he was giving some slick shade to Carlos for actually being the puppeteer of all of the foolishness that has been going on this show. Okay, so getting right into it, y'all. Carlos says he feels they're all proud of each other, and he feels that it deserves praise, and everyone should, clap it up. Everybody's been doing great things. And Mel basically says, well, I don't really give a damn about what anything that y'all are doing. Okay, I don't give a damn about nothing that y'all are doing. I'm good over here. I can do what I want. I don't care what y'all are doing. And I was just like, ma'am, I love you, Mel. But it was giving a lot. It was giving a way more than it needed to give. Like, girl, why are you so angry? And I get it. Everybody on this couch has been attacking and attacking and attacking you to no end. But if you are as unbothered as you always say that you are, and I get it, people are human. People sometimes you just get pummeled so much that it's like, oh, I'm gonna give it back to you. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. But at this moment already, you sitting on ready at the beginning? Yeah. It was given a little too much. It was too much from the beginning. And I just feel like she was a little too upset with Maurice over what he did. Like, Maurice, for him to be, according to Mel, the most irrelevant person on the cast, right? You said he's the most least relevant person on the cast. Why do you care about what he's saying in interviews about you and Kimmy's friendship? Who gives a shish? Who gives a shish? Okay. If he is talking about you and Kimmy's friendship, saying you and Kimmy are not really friends, and rightfully so, you've said that you don't really fool with none of them. You've said that. So why would he be saying that y'all are besties? I didn't really get that. But then I like that, Kimmy said, when Carlos came out and asked Kimmy, well, are you guys friends? And Kimmy said, well, we're not besties, but we cool. Like, Mel shows up when Mel needs to show up. And I appreciate that about her. And I'm glad that she said that, because a lot of times what these people like to do on this show is they like to, put sugar on shish and try to keep telling you that it tastes and smells good, and it don't. Be real. Be real. I think that Melody may feel like she's close. She's definitely closer to Kimmy than everybody else on the cast. So she probably was pissed that her husband is out here, shading her. But of course, Mel has to understand they don't have nothing else to talk about. They always talking about her. And Dustin Ross said it best in the interview. He brought up some really good points. He talked about, we're going to get to this when we talk about Tisha and her BS, okay? So he brought up some good points. He said that on this show, everybody focuses on Mel. And the reason why is because they are really not that interesting in their own heads. They don't see what they can do. They can really portray on the show to really solidify their space on their own. Like, and what he meant by that is, with Tisha, you have all these degrees. You done took over the company. You had the mom podcast. You was doing all these speaking events. You got your mom on here being your mouthpiece to bring up drama with Mel. And that's the only way you stand out. Instead of having your mom come on here and y'all talk about your own stuff. You talk about all the things that you have going on in your life to stand out. Mel stands out on her own. She's talked about all of the drama that has gone on in her life. She's talked about that, she's been honest about everything. And she talks about her own stuff. She's showcasing her own products. Y'all not talking about y'all projects that y'all are doing. Y'all don't talk about any of that stuff. So you're not a star in your own right. Mel is a showstopper, mic dropper on her own, and they can't stand it. They can't stand it. They hate it. Hate it. Because they thought that this lady was going to crumble now that she don't have a husband. And Tisha's focused on the wrong stuff. You're focused on I'm somebody's wife. I'm this, I'm that, see me, but don't nobody see you because you don't have nothing going on that makes somebody want to look at you. And that's what she's not. You do actually have things going on, but you're not pushing it forward, not showcasing it. You're locking arms with don't got nothing going on, ain't never gonna have nothing going on, lying about how many realtors licenses she got. Destiny, you over here locking arms with some bullshit. That's what you're doing. You focus on the wrong stuff. And that's the problem with people on this cast. And that's why Mel came out guns blazing, ready to all of y'all. Because last season, y'all came on this thing, everybody, Mel. That gets tiring. And I'm pretty sure as the viewers, we're all over it. So Mel came in there guns blazing. I don't know if that was the right piece of moment, sis, to come on out with it real quick. But girl, listen, give it to them how it needed to be given, because they've been giving it to you all, well, trying to give you whatever they think you needed all season, but it's been falling flat. It's been falling right flat. I'm gonna have to get into some. Ooh, y'all are talking. All right. We got 44 people in the chat. Please, like the video. Like the video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, trust me, I'm not on mute all the time in my channel, and we're gonna make sure Miss B gonna help me out, okay? And Linda too, Linda Gamble, my moderators. I'm gonna make sure y'all are equipped with my informations and things. We don't be on mute in the beginning. We real professional most of the time. All right. So subscribe to the channel, like, comment. Let's get it popping. All right. I need to get to 3,000. My goal was by the first of the year. I need to be 3,000 or more by the end of the week. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just stop waiting. All right. So moving on. Okay. So they talk about the whole Maurice and Mel situation, whatever. Okay. And Carlos, he starts giving his I have a dream child. I wrote all of this stuff. Hold on, Maurice starts talking about how proud he is ever. So Maurice says, I'm actually proud of everyone still. And no matter what Mel says, I've streamed her songs, and even though she's talking about my man's over here or whatever. And Martell's like, you streaming her songs? Don't be listening to her songs. He was the clown of the reunion. Let's just say that. Like, he was the Jekyll in the background, just making sounds and doing things in his suit jacket. Like, child, okay, Martell, be quiet. So then Carlos asked if Mel that's when he already had asked if Kimmy and her are best friends. They talked about that. All right. Moving on. So Carlos asked about Scott Manor. Okay. Nobody cares. I don't really care about Scott Manor. I'll care about Scott Manor when they're in it. Okay. And that's when we're going to talk about it, when they're freaking in it. Moving on. So they talk about Tisha being the majority owner of Skull, and she talks about Martell, buying Martell out to get the higher shares, and how she made the company better because the company was in the negative when Martell had it. Now, let me tell you something, Tisha. One thing I don't like to do is agree with Martell, and I have to, so I'm extra mad at you about that. Martell was right. When you start out a business, it's always projected to lose money because you have to figure out how to get the ins and outs and the outs and ins moving and percolating and gyrating. Okay. That's why your business, he wouldn't have bought into your business if they didn't project that over the years that your business will grow. Now, here's my thing. Y'all business is a multi-million-dollar business, right? Why do y'all have such meager like y'all live like misers? What, you a multi-millionaire though, according to your business or what you're saying right now. Y'all living like new money people that go buy cars and bullshit and stuff. Y'all are it's not giving multi-millions, okay? because I seen some interview with, or Marceau was on live or something, and he was like, "Yeah, my business is worth 50 million, but I probably only had like 300,000 or something." Something he said, some low amount of money. Sir, I'm gonna give you a little bit of business 101. Most of the time, in your overall projection of income, depending on how great your accountant is, you typically are taking home at minimum 25% of your overall projected net worth. You can take home anywhere between 25 to 30 plus percent of your overall projected net worth. Okay. That's what it typically looks like. And if you really going crazy with the paying taxes, if you will, sometimes it can be as low as maybe 15 to 20%. But even at the low end, 15% of 50 million, you taking home a heck of a lot more than any hundreds of thousands. Do the math, okay? So somebody lying. Y'all ain't got all the money, and the businesses is not giving what they need to be given, okay? Because if you ain't bringing home that, at least a mil plus from all the money that y'all have, or is projecting that y'all make, y'all accountants is trash. And Tisha, you ain't really running the business the way that you saying that you running the business. The skills is not skilling, okay? Moving on. So Martell says, they should thank him because he helped them start, which makes sense because Martell and Melody they were literally shelling out money to help most of the people on this cast. Like it seems to me from what I got from this reunion is that they had money. They took a liking to the Scott family, if you will, and they put up money to help them do better. They joined in business with them for whatever reason, because Marceau must have had the gift of gab to become friends with Martell. And of course, Melody is, kind of like a innocent bystander to all of the foolishness. She jumps in, helps out. They're in this business, helping each other, grow. Well, they're helping them grow, really, because they paid into their business to help them. Everybody saying Marceau was the manager at the daggone popcorn counter at the movie theater. So how was you starting a multi-million-dollar getting all these deals? Because Mel said, yeah, well, I know for a fact from my connections in Huntsville, that's why y'all got the projects that y'all got. And that makes sense. I work in that field. I am an account executive in that world. I know how all of that works. You have to know people to get these multi-million-dollar contracts. You have to have favor in the commercial industry for anybody to trust you, because there's a lot of liability that comes with these types of projects. Okay. So for you to be a new business person coming in doing this stuff, you had to have had the connections that you needed, the Holtz. That's what you needed. And instead of y'all always trying to find a way to trash them, not, really big upping how they really reached down and pulled y'all up, y'all constantly finding a way to drag them down. Yeah, their marriage didn't work out, but when they were together, they were a force for both of y'all. They really helped y'all they really gave you the tools to not be living in that little house on the prairie that you living in. But we ain't gonna talk about that, because Mel's quiet as it's kept and loud as she said it. Mel says she don't know what the hell y'all was doing with the money that you made, that she helped you make. I don't know what you did with it, but yeah, you was getting money. You were making the coins. But whether you were saving them and putting them into your business or spending them on expensive cars and whatnot, that's made to be clear. Okay. So then Carlos asked. So once Carlos asked her opinion, that's what Mel said, and she just left all the business stuff, or she ain't worrying about the business stuff with them. So moving on, they discussed Marceau and Tisha's working relationship, and they both agree that it's difficult and they have trouble separating business and home. I feel like it's because Tisha is struggling to be the boss. She wants to be the boss. She want to be the big girl in charge. She want to be the HBIC. And Marceau has been for so many years placing her in the background and reducing her to just the kid's mother, which I'm going to say this. Being a stay-at-home mom is probably the hardest job you will ever do in your life if you do that. Let's make that very clear, okay? But that's not what Tisha wanted to be. She said that early on in season 1. She said to him that I remember they were sitting at the kitchen table and she said, I got my master's because I want to use it. I wanted to go and, she wanted to be this big real estate agent. She wanted to do all these big things. She wanted to be a businesswoman. And, yeah, we got kids, but I can do both. She basically want to do all the stuff that Mel is doing. She want to be the face of all this stuff. But Tisha don't have that presence. Like Stormy said, you ain't got enough. You ain't got enough to be Mel. And that's what you want to be, sis. That's what you want to be. You want to be Mel. You want to have the presence that she has. And everybody don't got it. Everybody ain't got it. Everybody ain't got enough. Okay. Everybody doesn't have the presence to control a room the way that Mel does. They just don't. That's a very unique quality. And quiet as it's kept, I feel like Marceau really he would love to be with somebody like a Mel. Like he lights up. He literally lights up every time Mel comes in and commands a room. All of them do. I think all of them wish that their wives, I think Kimmy has the star power because she tells it like it is. She tells the truth, but I don't really think that that's what Kimmy wants to do. She's older. She's not trying to be the center of attention. Kimmy just trying to make sure her husband don't embarrass her and sound like a plumb fool. Okay. And moving on. So that's just what I feel about that. So they discuss the lawsuit. Marceau plays the violin about what happened. And Tisha, helps the pity party further get more guests by saying he worked so hard and he was so upset that he had to go to Africa. Had to go to Africa because he was so upset by his lonesome. And Martell over there being the Jekyll, he said, oh, that's why he went to Africa? Oh, okay. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right this. In my opinion, Marceau went to the Africa street that's in the USA. Yeah, you went to go and sow your royal oats with your mistress and then let her go because you had to break it to her that this season on Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 5, I'm going to actually wear my ring this season because y'all pay attention. You peep game. He was actually wearing his ring in this season. He was wearing it a lot. He wore it on that stage. Okay. That man never wore his wedding ring. Never. Now you wearing your ring? He went to go break it to that mistress, in my opinion, and tell her, listen, I got to Dougie do right this season. Okay. I got to be Dougie do right. Deacon Dougie do right this season. I have got to stop disrespecting my wife. So clearly, I'm gonna keep doing it subtly, but I gotta stop doing it. I gotta really, really try with her. I have got to try to dote upon her. So for that, I have to distance myself from you, and I gotta move on with my wife right now. That's what I think happened. That Africa was him trying to dismiss the mistress as best as possible so that he can give his marriage the good old college try. That's what I think he was doing. But Tisha's so dumb. There is no way, absolutely no way that I'm going to let my husband go to Africa, number one, without me. And two, you telling me minutes or days apparently before you going that you leaving? And what type of man does stuff like that? Especially a man that is so proud about taking care of his family and his children, the way that Marceau tries to beat his chest and say, a person like that cares about these people's well-being while you're gone. And that's not no couple of days trip. When you go to Africa, you going for at least 2 weeks, at least. Because it take you like 2-3 days to get there. Child, Marceau got a plan. And I'm pretty sure we all gonna see it at some point. It's a reason why he done put everything in Tisha's name. Mark my words. Ain't nobody dumb. We know what it is. You got everything in her name for a reason, bruh. Legs, hips, and breasts. And we gonna get into that because Mel, woo child, she read the hell out of him with that. Where's my girl Angie? Because Angie in this legs, hips, and breasts, honey. I love it. Angie in this legs, hips, and breasts. And yes, listen to my sis. Go ahead and like this video, okay? Like this video. Let me, y'all, you know what? I got, oh my God, Tay is in the building. What's up, Tay? What's up? What's up? When Tay Talk says, yep, he had to get those women together and let them know he had to act like he loved his wife. Boom. Boom. That's what he had to do. Because he's done such a huge, huge turnaround. And it's too fast. It's too fast. It's way too fast. Fast. Tanya Jackson says Tisha is a dum dum. Marceau doesn't respect her. He don't. He really don't. Ebony M says good morning. Good morning, Ebony M. Tay says, what's up? Hello to Pretty Bro Eyes. What's up, everybody in the chat? Thank you so much. Laprice Face says, hey, Shay in chat, what's going on? So y'all are in here, really in here. Pretty Brown Eyes says, Marceau got that contract and went to celebrate in Africa. Child. And he would not have been doing that without me and these kids, okay? Because they was supposedly planning a trip to go down there. Denise Harris says he gets upset and goes to Africa, but make of Mel for crying and having a bad day. Right. Child. Marceau and Dagon. I just can't. I just can't. Miss B says, what's up, Miss B? In the voice of Mel, let's be clear. Marceau do have a woman like Mel. I bet you behind the scenes, not a nothing to do like coleslaw. I agree. He's been good this season to throw folks off. Child. I don't know, child. I don't know. Marceau is... He's a sneaky one. The priest face says the longer the show goes on, the more you see Tisha and Marceau were living separate lives. Yeah. Boom. Period. Sam Meeher says, hey, Angie. Robin Love says, I want to know more about the contract Marceau signed and then went to Africa. Do tell. Yeah, like they were talking about this contract that he got and he was so excited about it or whatever. I guess it was supposed to change their lives. And so he was stressed and child, I don't know. I feel like it's a bunch of bull swanky. Marceau took his other woman to Africa with him. That's why Tisha couldn't go with him. Yeah, listen, let me tell y'all something. Robin Love says, good morning, sis. Good morning, Robin. Good morning. Sheila Wright says he went to Africa with that PPP loan. Child, no, he did not. I am messed. Y'all are so funny. But y'all, I feel like if he really did go to Africa, okay, let's say Mr. Man really went to Africa. He definitely took another broad. I feel like he definitely took somebody. But I am really convinced that if he did go somewhere, if it was Africa, USA, or Africa, the real continent, okay, he went there to handle some business, okay? And it's the type of business that he needed to handle to make sure that he can come back and do what B. Dougie do right for this show. And that's how I feel. All right? So they discussed the lawsuit. Marceau plays the violin further and, about what happened. Tisha continues to help him make excuses. Carlos asked, what were your thoughts about him going alone? And Tisha says she was upset at first, but after he explained how stressed he was, she understood and she trusts him. Carlos asked Kimmy if she would be okay if Maurice went to Africa alone. And Kimmy immediately gave a resounding, no, absolutely not. I said a hell no. I said that. Okay? That's what Kimmy said. All right? Because what you're not about to do is pity the fool. That would be me if I let my man do that. Okay? Hell no. Hell to the no, no, Kimmy said. Okay? She ain't playing that. When Tay Talk says it was a lawsuit that made him go, Tisha said he was stressed about the lawsuit. Child. Lawsuit by ass ain't make him no damn stressed enough. That ain't enough stress to be sending you to Africa. Go to therapy. That's what you do. Not go to Africa without your family. Okay? Trey says, how about Tisha having to look up and think about her worth when Carlos said to her, coming into your worth? Child, exactly. You don't even feel like you worth it. And that's the sad part. Pretty Brown Eyes says, Tisha too hell-bent on trying to discredit Melody. She lost sight of herself in running a business. Boom. Boom, Pretty Brown Eyes. Boom. Drops the mic. You're so busy trying and hiding in the bushes, trying to see what Mel is doing, that you are not standing in your own gifts. If Tisha spent more time doing that, standing your own gifts, do your own thing. Stop. I can't. Let me tell y'all something. And shout out to all the people with degrees and doing the damn thing. But let me tell y'all something. If there's one thing I can't stand, is a person that is a continuous schoolgoer, if you will. You are a consistent student of nothing. You continue to go to school, but you don't use any of your degrees. Any of them. If I didn't use the first one, why am I going to go back and get another one that I'm still not using? Just so I can say I am I got a master's. I am really Dr. Shay Renee, because I got a PhD and I got this and I got that. Okay, you got all of this, but for why? For why? For what? For when? When are you going to use it? You wanted to come on Instagram right conveniently after Mel passes her builder's license, because let me tell y'all something. I think that Mel and is not talked about often, and nobody has really asked her this question in any interviews. And if I ever get to interview her, Tay, if you get to interview her again, I want somebody to ask her about the land that allegedly people are saying her and her mother has purchased. If you and your mom have land, that would make sense why she has this builder's license, why she's renewing it, so that she can build on the land. This lady does things, Melody does things to be very strategic with what she's doing. She don't do shit just to do it, like most of these people on this cast do. They do stuff just to spite Mel, which ain't making them no money. You trying to spite Mel is not making you no money beyond this show, or you thinking you're providing us entertainment on this show. This show could end today or tomorrow. And the way people keep on saying they ain't gonna watch it no more, if y'all keep on doing this coon behavior, then y'all really ain't gonna have a leg to stand on. And Mel will still be making it do what it do, baby. She just was in a movie that's on Tubi now. But y'all so busy worrying about what she doing, but you're not doing anything with yourself. I ain't never heard Tisha talking about this makeup line with her kids. She don't do the mommy podcast no more. She's not doing these women's empowerment speaking engagements anymore, what she was doing to try to copy Mel, which is okay. Listen, let me take that back, that she was trying to copy Mel. No, I'm not. I feel like she was copying Mel. I really do. But that's okay. If you're actually, it's okay for more people to be interested in the same things. Okay, so if you really want to do that, that's what makes you feel empowered, that's what makes you feel good, do it. But it's giving a pick me, it's giving copycat when you don't continue to do it. We don't see you doing those things anymore. We don't. So I can't, y'all. Sheila Wright says Melody's movie came out on Tubi. It's called Dolls. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, child, I got so many daggone subscription services. Somebody give me their password. I'll watch it then, child. Other than that, congratulations, Mel. I appreciate you for doing great and big things. I'll watch somebody's review on it, child, because I ain't buying another damn subscription. Pretty Brown Eyes says Melody is preparing to exit the show, as everybody should. As everybody should. These shows do not last forever, no matter how much we would like them to. They don't last forever. Friends eventually ended. They had a long-standing, thing going. The Cosby Show, several seasons. These are just things off the top of my head that I know were in syndication for a long period of time. Even these well-known TV shows, okay? They end at some point. This show is going to end at some point. Period. Who said Tubi is free? Hold on, I just saw that out the corner of my eye. Tubi is free, Tay? Okay, good. Because, I was about to say, somebody give me that password, child, because I ain't buying another service. But if Tubi is free, I will go and watch it for the free. Okay? For the free. Hold on, Angie. It's scary. That movie Dollhouse is scary. It's good. Oh, no, I don't do scary movies, child. Your girl Shay Renee is a scaredy cat. That's what I am. I don't do the scary movies. Let me tell y'all, bro. We gonna move on because sis was muted for so damn long. We got to get through the review. I used to be deathly scared of Freddy Krueger when I was a kid. Oh, I couldn't even watch the commercials, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't like scary movies. I can't, to this day, I cannot see Freddy Krueger. If somebody had on a Freddy Krueger costume, I am running out of the room. I can't do it. I've been afraid of him since I was 5 years old. And I used to sneak and try to watch it. Like, my parents used to have this den in our house with a TV in it, and I would get out of my bed in the middle of the night and sneak and go watch scary movies. And I should have got my ass whooped, okay? Because I am scared. I can't do it. So congratulations, Mel. Y'all tell me about it. You hear? Say you gonna do a review, sis. I'ma watch it. All right, I'ma watch it because I ain't watching the scaries. Wanda Marshall is in the building. What's up? What's up, Wanda? Hey, Shay, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I love Wanda. We be watching a whole bunch of shows together, y'all. I love her. Vanity says, did anyone buy any of Tisha's products? Yesterday, Wanda says she doesn't know anyone that brought 7th Avenue. Well, I guess she don't know me because I got the whole set upstairs. I washed my face with it before I came on camera with y'all to wash the hangover off. Because, child, I had a time last night with them instructors. Oh, my God. But, y'all, Melody doesn't need confirmation from the likes of Wanda and her diabetes potatoes to feel validated. Child, get out of here, Wanda. Do you have a support system for your fritz and spritz on your scalp? You might need to talk to the Gorilla Glue girl to figure out how to get that together. So you don't worry about what Mel is doing. That's what you need to do. Mel is on her way to Hollywood. Barbara Reed says Mel is on her way to Hollywood. What them fools are going to talk about then. Right. Robin Love says it's got to be hard for Mel. She's not only getting it from her ex, Martell Maurice, Wanda Marceau, of the Scott brothers, and now Stormy's mom. Yeah, and that's tragic. That's a lot. So when Mel claps back, it's overdue. Yeah, but I really wish that if you're not going to clap back, just don't. Or if you're going to clap back, do it when it's happening. Because it makes people misconstrue your response. Anybody with a brain like most of us have, we are sympathetic and we understand why she claps back the way that she does. But other people just use it as an excuse to try to say, oh, she's being a bully, or oh, it's got to be a reason why everybody don't like her. No, it don't have to be a reason. We do know the reason. Everybody is chasing fame on this show, and they're mad because she has the star quality already. She don't got to chase it. She exudes it. And y'all have drained so much from this woman. That's the one thing you can't take away from her, because you can't learn to be a star. You can't. Either you shine or you don't. Period. The movie was creepy. I thought Mel did good. She was actually very funny, honestly. Oh, wow. What's up, Simply Beautiful? Angie says, I need to go wash my face with my 7th Avenue. Yes, you better preach, sis, because I love them products, actually. And Wanda need to go buy some for her dry skin. Wanda Marshall says, me too. I have all Melody products. Yes, her products are actually very good. Listen, I give everybody a chance. I support everybody. I will buy your products, but if they're not good, I will not buy them again. I'm probably on my 3rd order of products from Mel. Literally. Wanda has a jealous and envy spirit about her. Yes, Wanda, she's trash. Antoinette Peaches Washington, Happy New Year, neighbor. Happy New Year. Y'all, Antoinette lives in the DMV with me, so we always call each other neighbors. When Tay Talk says Mel carries boatloads of orders to the post office herself. Yeah, and she packs all of them herself. I can see her eventually getting to the point where she has to move the business out of her house. I just know it. Pretty Brown Eyes says that's her problem as well. Wanda, too busy comparing what Melody is doing to what her daughter ain't doing. And that's on period. Okay. Wanda was on a live chat the other day saying Mel doesn't have any businesses. Wanda had a nerve to say Tisha and Marcel are multimillionaires. Really, Wanda? Child. Y'all, let me get back into this review. Because I don't have time to listen to clowns. Cause you just that's how you know somebody just talking. You just on the internet just saying anything. You don't know what you talking about. Never. Does this lady ever do any research on any of the things that she spews out of her halitosis throat? I know her breath got the stank from all the foul stuff she constantly say about everybody. It's ridiculous. Like, girl, get a life. Get a life. And I heard she was on live with Betty Steele, Stormy's ghetto mama. I guess it must be a ghetto mama reunion on freaking Facebook Live, child. Girl, bye. Girl, sit down. Melody is doing very good over there, counting her coins and leaving yours alone. How about that? And minding her business. Simply Beautiful says, I got 7th Avenue and I love it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes to the 7th Avenue. Sam, me, her products are great. Yes. Karen Sterling says, I'm on my 4th skincare order. So there you go, Wanda. Come on in this chat. You done seen about 5 million people in this chat. Child, I wish I had 5 million people in this chat. But I love it. I love every 111 of y'all. Please like the video. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Everybody in this chat basically has bought her product. So what is she saying? Sheila Wright says, now you have Stormy Cloud chasing in Atlanta with child. I saw that daggone picture. But you so depressed and you ain't gonna be posting. Stormy, she gives me, pick me, I want to be seen. That's what it is. She wants to pretend, she want to hide behind her. I think she's depressed because she wants to be famous and she don't have what it takes to be famous naturally. Okay. Angie says, but Stormy says she not ghetto. Girl, you know you put that laughing emoji afterwards for a reason, because she's a clown. She child. Sunshine 488 says, yes, Patty Betty was on a male hate train on Wanda's live on Saturday. Child, they are so lame. Stormy is a people pleaser. Yeah, she need to tell her mother to shut up. That's what she needs to do. Okay. But y'all, let's get back into, because we got to get to these damn Muppet babies that which was very lame, and we gonna wait till we get to it, child. Okay. So moving on. So they Carlos asked Tisha, is she basically, does she feel that she's being naive, and how she doesn't pay attention to how she doesn't pay attention to any of the cheating signs, like the picture with his back and Martell saying he has 20 girlfriends. And Tisha says, which I actually have to agree with her. Let me say this, y'all. I don't want to hear no more about Marceau cheating until somebody has a picture of open sesame legs with a sausage entering and his face on it. That's what I want to know. I want to see, because that's the only way that Tisha feels valid and that is going to happen. Okay. That's the only way that Tisha is going to acknowledge this is going on. We just going to lay it down right here. Tisha don't care. She don't care that she's getting cheated on. So why do we care? Why? I don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't care no more. Girl, let that man cheat in peace. Because you don't care. You don't care. We don't care. And that's how we're going to keep it. Okay? Shout out to Escape. You don't care. Marceau knows that she don't care. Now, let me tell you something. He was shaking in that gray suit when he thought that Marceau was shaking in that little deacon suit he had on when he thought for sure that Martell could have possibly aired him out. He was over there shaking in that suit because he didn't know what was going to happen. I feel like Marceau has revealed that he's cheated on Tisha. I do. And I feel like she is so pressed to be somebody's wife. She thinks that that's what gives her clout or makes her look regal, if you will, in her shimmery ballroom gown. She thinks that that's what gives her all the clout in life, being somebody's wife and, being what society feels is amazing by having a family and children and a husband. No, you're just not interesting, Tisha. And whether you have him or not, you just won't be interesting. So now you just look dumb. Because, yes, you don't even address. It's like you let him riddle me this, riddle you that, Batman, with the way that he talks to you. Both of them be talking in circles all the damn time. And when Mel called Maurice, because Maurice always giving his Martin Luther King speeches and whatnot, child, I loved it because he do. Like, you act like you a preacher in the pulpit, always talking like, but you're talking about nothing. At least the preacher referenced the daggone scripture and try to help me save my soul. You just burning me up inside because I'm pissed that I got to listen to the bullshit that you talking. Maurice, he says a whole 5 paragraphs of nothing, just like his brother Marceau. And Marceau be jumping around the truth and doing a skip through the mulberry bush when he's having a conversation with Tisha, and Tisha just drinks it all in. Yeah, I'm gonna trust my husband. I agree with my husband. So, child, we agree with him too. Moving on, girl, because the 20 women, the ashy back photo, all of that, I don't care. Mistress, do better. If you're trying to catch this man up, make sure his face is turned around a little bit. Make sure when he sleep, his face is like this with his back. That's what you do next time, sis. Because this little picture that you did, it was giving a flat fail. Because now he could be like, that ain't my back, which we know that's his thick ass back. Okay? So, whatever, y'all. And this whole Alonda BS, we're going to get into that. I don't even want to talk about her because, like, that's Martell's cousin. Clearly, Martell knows that they were sleeping together. Like, I feel like people keep on talking about all this proof. Now, in my opinion, when Mel had that private investigator following around old Tight Suit, I'm pretty sure they got some evidence on Marceau and what he got the goings on, because they helped Martell cheat. People keep forgetting that. They were the ones that was helping him cheat on Melody. That's why she can't stand y'all. Let's be real. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I would so much rather Mel sit there and be like, I don't fuck with y'all because y'all helped my dude cheat on me. What type of friends are y'all? And I done helped you. I done gave you money to start your business. I done helped you do this. Kimmy, I done helped y'all with the things that y'all got going on. Y'all keep on talking about, Kimmy talked about it when she tried to get Mel to come back into the comeback group, how she was the center of how everything really just works like a well-oiled machine with them and whatnot. But y'all would do her dirty like that. And hell yeah, this sis is a Scorpio. You burn a Scorpio, oh, they gonna get you till they can't get you no more. And she gets y'all constantly by paying you dust. Y'all mad because you can't even be around her. Because she was the one that was giving y'all what needed to be given for y'all to be successful. And that right there, therein lies the truth of all of that. But I just wish Mel would just say, listen, I don't fuck with y'all. I ain't rocking. I ain't rocking. No mo. No mo. Angie says she is not Motel's cousin. She just has the same name. I believe Motel was plucking her to along with Marceau. Oh, that's giving yuck. Yeah. Yuck. Barbara Reed says only time I saw puppets used was on Marriage Boot Camp. Tisha copying yet again. Child. She just get a life, Tisha. Miss B says, at Wanda, a blind man can see that that's Marceau's back. Right, right. Now we're gonna talk about that car, y'all. Let's go. Let's move. Hold on, y'all. Let's get back into this review. Tisha says there's no truth or proof, but with Martell, there was plenty of info and proof. So she isn't going to leave her husband with no proof, and she believes that if Mel or Martell had proof, they would have put it out, considering how they put info out on each other all the time. And she says Martell even texted her saying Marceau has had a woman for years and bought a Mercedes for the chick. Seems pretty similar. You know, you guys helped Martell buy a BMW for Gatormont, but it's far-fetched for him to be out here buying a Mercedes for a chick. Girl, bye. Girl, go sit down. Girl, go sit down. I don't got time for Tisha and her foolishness. Dummy. You're a dummy, and we all see it, okay? But girl, I'm gonna let you be dumb in peace. Like I always tell y'all in my other videos, and Tony Braxton's mama said it, Mother Braxton said it best. Let that man cheat in peace if you ain't gonna do nothing about it. And that's what Tisha is doing. She's letting him cheat in peace. You're not gonna do nothing about it. You're not gonna leave. Just say that. I think everybody will respect her more if she was just like, you know what, y'all can bring me all the proof you want. I ain't going nowhere. Period. Period. Okay. So moving on, Carlos asked Mel, was she lying when she told Tisha Marceau was cheating on her? And Mel said no. Because I'm told y'all, I think Mel has proof. But let me tell y'all this. Ain't no reason to put it out. Because Mel has already said, y'all, Tisha could see him with a woman and she's not going to do nothing about it. So why am I going to get myself involved with that? Mel is not as invested as Tisha thinks that she is. She really isn't. She really don't care. I think that Mel does have a certain level of pissivity because you came on the show gloating about what happened to me. Knowing good and damn well, I know what's going on with you too. But you trying to glorify and elevate me being embarrassed. But you want to hide in the bushes and let me take the brunt of all of the stuff going on. I got to carry the show with the infidelity that was going on in my marriage, knowing good and damn well you got the same thing going on over there. But you going to let me carry the weight of it? Okay, cool. I'm going to carry it, but I'm going to carry it right to the bank with all the other things that I'm doing. Mel used it to her benefit. Pay me for my pain. Pay me for my pain. Okay, and that's what she's getting out of this. Mel is the only one that's really getting the most out of this platform than anybody on this show. Angie says, we don't care about the cheating, Shay. We just want to see it on TV. We want to see the two households and where all the money has went. And I don't have no issue with that. Listen, do it. Show it on the show. Show it on the show. Yeah, I agree, Angie. Show it on the show. Because if it happened, talk about it. Because I am so sick and tired of, oh, we got super chat, got super sticker. Thank you so much, Wanda Marshall. Wanda has put up a 1999 super sticker. You got, what Tay say, you got money. Okay, you got money, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Barbara Reed says, find a fool, bump its head. Tisha must have headaches all day, every day. Child. All day. Dumb as a box of rocks. Good morning. Press the like button. 123 people, 127 in the chat. Now go ahead. Come on, y'all. Like the video. It's a free way to support me. I appreciate you. Miss B says Coleslaw should sue Martell for side piece support. She lost her car, house, and has only got money for out of season clothes. For her online store, ever since he left Melody, he owe her. Child. Robin Love says when Mel called him legs, hips, and breasts, she shut him down. And absolutely did. Okay. We're gonna put Wanda's super sticker back up because we love her. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get back into this review. All right, because we got to get to the end here of the foolishness. Carlos, so Mel says she wasn't lying about the cheating. Melody reveals she was on the phone with, oh, and this is important. So they talk about, Mel reveals she was on the phone with Carlos when the alleged woman confirmed such. She was like, "You were on the phone with her." Carlos tries to deny it. And Tisha says the girl called her and said she was upset because Mel tried to ruin her reputation. And she was upset because she felt like Mel was her friend, and she's trying to ruin her reputation. And Mel allegedly offered this chick $5,000 to come on the show. First it was 5,000, now it's 5,000. First it was 10,000. Tisha, you don't know what is it? What is it? Is it 5,000 or is it 10,000? I don't get it. You're lying. You are lying. Melody said, so then says she would have done it if it was more money. So Tisha says that the girl says she would have done it if it was more money. Mel said no, the girl was going to come on the show on a girls trip and say her and Marceau were together years ago and she didn't know he was married. Marceau tries to cut Mel off while she's basically spilling the tea and telling everybody, listen, you keep asking me all this stuff. You ask, you shall receive. I'm going to tell you what you really want to know. Okay, I'm going to tell you what you really want to know. Okay, so Marceau continues to cut her off, saying, well, how would you know what she going to come on the show and say? How you going to do that? What you mean? Da 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 da. And Mel was like, listen, I ain't about to argue with legs, hips, and breasts. Child, I about flew out on the flow. No matter how many times I've seen that on social media, it's just the gravity that it gave from actually hearing her say it. Crazy. Okay. Y'all, Wanda in here showing off. Child, thank you so much for the super sticker. Wanda Marshall showing off in here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She says, love you, Shay. Merry Christmas. I love you too, Wanda. Like, y'all, me and Wanda be literally, she shares videos with me and she constantly keeps me entertained because I always got something to watch all day. My husband be like, Wanda, mind you, he knows your name. He be like, did Wanda send you another video? I'm like, yeah, I'm over here watching it now. But thank you, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Okay. So y'all, Marceau cuts Mel off. She says that comment, I about died. Okay. So Tisha says she knows Mel is making this stuff up because Carlos is like, well, you think the Mel's making it up? She was like, I know she's making it up. First of all, you don't know nothing, Tisha. Clearly, you don't know what you're talking about. And Carlos says there was allegedly an off-camera meeting about what not to talk about. And Kimmy says she didn't want them talking about Maurice being out after 4 o'clock or something. Girl, we don't care. Then they talk about credit one rump session parties. Okay. Then Maurice and his never won a case, always want to talk about, oh, someone's going to get sued if they keep on talking about that. Because Kimmy was like, we don't got to name names, we don't got to do this, we don't got to do that. And he was like, well, somebody's going to get sued. Boy, have you even been in the courtroom? I don't. It's giving real Kim Kardashian got a law whatever and they never litigated nothing a day in your life. Boy, bye. Ain't nobody got time for that. So Kimmy says there were no parties. Actually, if we want to keep it a buck, her doctor's office or the office that she worked in was right above Credit One. So if anything was going on or any type of tomfoolery was happening, she would have known about it. And then she talks about how the guys just want to get together and drink and play games and cards and all that. And Carlos basically says, let me tell you something, guys are not getting together just to do that. There's definitely some foolery afoot. They ain't getting together listening to the Beyonce Renaissance album. But let me say this, guys do get together and drink and play games and smoke cigars and all this, that, and the third. Like, that's why they have cigar lounges. Guys do get together and do that. Now, are they getting together and talking about women? Yes. Are they getting together and maybe talking about inappropriate stuff? Absolutely, yes, they are. Every time guys get together, it doesn't mean that they're getting together and bringing women around. Like, they can get together truly as friends and hang out and have a good time. Now, do I believe that they up there having a twa session up in Credit one, no, no. Because somebody would have came out about that at this point. Somebody would have had some proof. Because these fools, no matter how much they're projected as their net worth on the internet, they don't have enough money to pay off the women the way that the real affluence, as my husband told me in our video. Okay. They don't have the real money as the people that really got money have to pay these chicks off. Okay, period. Robin Love says this puppets made me think about Oh, I think we talked about that. Tanya Jackson says now Tisha cannot say Mel is crying to destroy her marriage. I wonder who is to blame, child. Her. Tanya says good morning to Angie. Yes, 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 yes. Robin Love says I think Mel and her mama are about to start building in Huntsville, child, and it's going to shut them all down. Period. Just like that, straight like that. She's about to really. They think they mad now. You think you mad now? You about that? They really about to all have egg on their face. Okay. Barbara Reed says they can play cards in their own house. Right? Yeah. Why are they doing it at Credit One? Child. Which, they said that that's literally what birthed the idea of black. But okay, you like it, I love it. Anyway, Carlos says, so it's clear you guys are not going to give up any information on each other. And Tisha says, no, we weren't going to give away information concerning them. We didn't have, meaning Martell and Melody. We didn't have any info that we were worried about getting out. They did. First of all, okay, Tisha, we gonna let you keep on living in your dungeon of foolishness, okay? Martell says it wasn't just about us, but as a group, we agreed there are things we would never reveal about each other. So basically, y'all all lying. That's basically what it is, okay? And Carlos asks if Marceau has been with any women, and Tisha speaks up. Carlos asked Martell that. He asked Martell, and Martell got this goofy old look on his face because he's like, I don't know what you want me to say. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Here's my thing. If my friend is not cheating, I'm going to easily just go ahead and be like, no, he's never been with any women. So if he clearly has. For that, to me, Tisha doesn't care. That's supposed to be his road dog. That's his friend. So he knows he would be the one to know if he was fooling around, right? So for him to not come out and give a resounding no, he hasn't been messing with any women, it speaks volumes, okay? And Tisha gonna say, yes, he has been with a woman. It's me, girl. Bye. Yeah, he been with you and other women that have your same genitalia. How about that? How about that? Okay, girl, bye. Girl, bye. You know that man is cheating on you. And Martell don't want to tell for some reason. I guess Martell is at the point where he's like, listen, I done lost my wife. I'm trying to deal with what I got to deal with and get a better relationship with her. Me airing y'all out, what is that really going to do for me? What is it really going to do for Martell at this point if he airs them out? It don't really make any sense. So he's like, but he is over there looking dumb and basically letting y'all know he did do it, but I'm not going to be the one to say that he did it, okay? Because he's very smart in that avenue, because if Marceau ends up getting sued throughout some divorce situation and he names Martell, who knows? Martell don't want to be on camera at this juncture after he's already said that the 20 women was a joke or whatever. He don't want to be a part of it if it comes out that once it does, because it will. Some chick will get tired, or maybe the chick is just done with him and she don't want nobody to know that she was up there humping on legs, hips, and breasts, child. So it is what it is. I said it now what? I love it. I love it. I said it now what says, good morning at Shay Renee. Good morning and online mods and chat. I think those weirdos are swinging and swapping anything with a hole in it, possibly and allegedly. And that's on period, okay? Pretty Brown Eyes says, Tisha doing all this to prove a point to Melody, who doesn't give up. Okay? Okay. Reader says, wait a minute. Kimmy's office was above Credit One before they were together and she started DMing him about haircuts. Is this stalker behavior or side chick confession? Ah, you got a point there. It's giving stalker vibes. But for what? Maurice ain't even child. You like it, I love it, child. I ain't doing all that for Maurice. Deacon Maurice? Oh, no, ma'am. Wanda Marshall says Melody have all the contacts, so Tisha and Marceau gonna need her in Destiny since everyone has an updated license now. Child, right? Yeah, Destiny try to do all of that. Y'all also I love Diana Rose. Like Wanda turned me on to her and I love her videos. Like she talked about she broke the story of how Destiny posted her license and she put all this scribble scrabble on top of it like emojis and stuff because she was covering up the date. She had been telling us that she had her license in 4 different states and all this, that, and the third, trying to act like she all that in a bag of chips. And she didn't. And so Diana showed that, this is public record. Somebody actually got the actual license and it showed that she got it on the 30th. So it looked like everybody trying to finalize getting their licenses and all that stuff put together on the damn 30th, child. Whatever, Destiny. You're such a liar and nobody cares. When Tay Talk says she ain't no woman, a teenager at best. Child. Period. Angie says, I said it now. What? You are on track. I think the same. Child, I don't even do rides at Disney. I don't do them anywhere. I'm scared. Good morning. Press the like button. 132 people in the chat, only 98 likes. Come on, y'all. Let's like the video now. Wanda Marshall says Melody should not help them all if they ask. I wouldn't help them either. For what? Because then they had something to say about that. Oh, she helped me wrong. That child, it's given irritating. Ms. B says Marceau gonna have women confessing like the men claiming that white baby in the movie Life. I'm the pappy. I'm the pappy. Ninja Sappies. Miss B is crazy, y'all. I said it now. What Robin Love says, how you wash a hangover off? I can never wash mine off. Child. Let me tell y'all. Pineapple ginger juice. I drank it and now I am drinking some coffee. I feel amazing. I feel amazing. But y'all don't try this at home. I'm too old for this. I just realized I told them instructors, I ain't hanging out with y'all no more. I ain't got time. Pretty Brown Eyes says it's a dang lie. Kimmy was at the swinger parties. Ooh, Kimmy, no. You too old for that, girl. You is too old for that. Okay? No. Tisha a liar. She said 5K on reunion and 10K on DJ Richie Scott. Yes, Angie. Yes. Remember I said earlier, I said she said 10,000 somewhere. That's where she said it at on the DJ Richie Scott show. I remember her saying that. She's such a liar. That's why her and Daggone Destiny are friends. So moving on, y'all. Tisha says, Carlos says, so it's clear you guys are not going to give up information, blah, blah, blah. Then Carlos says, has Marceau been with anyone other than Tisha while married? And Martell smirks and says, I'm not going to answer that. So clearly, it's a lie. Okay. So if he didn't just say, like, I just feel like, why didn't you just say he didn't? And Marceau should have been like, like I would have wanted Marceau to be like, man, just say I didn't. Like, I haven't been messing with any women. Like, you can go ahead and tell the truth if that was the truth. But both of them were looking at each other, giving each other the eyes like, I'm sweating. Are you going to tell on me? Oh, no. Oh, I'm scared. Like, that's what he was giving. He was over there. I bet you the back of that gray suit was wet as hell. He was scared over there. Okay. He had the bubble guts. All right. So Carlos asked about an apartment that Marceau and Martell allegedly had together. Marceau denies it. Okay. Martell don't really say nothing. And Maurice says, oh, yeah, you did have an apartment together. Yeah. Stag Run. Yeah, Stag Run. You guys did. You had an apartment together. Okay. I'm like, wow, Maurice, I guess you're so tired of your brother throwing you under the bus. You said, let me get the bus. I'm going to throw it over you. And I'm going to back it up, 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 back it up right over you too. Okay. Because it's given, I'm really tired of you and your ish. All right. So Marceau was looking at him like, you really about to snitch on me like this? Treasure Nate says, Tisha said Mel and Martell have nothing. So why does she keep blaming Mel for trying to destroy her marriage? Right. Everybody want to destroy Tisha's marriage but her husband and her. Girl, go sit down. Gloria Strickland says, hey, Shay, Kimmy is Tisha 2.0. Maurice is treating her like a dog. Just sad. Child. Yeah, because while Kimmy is, I do believe Kimmy is smarter than Tisha. I think that she definitely, and the thing that pisses me off more about Kimmy, I think Kimmy sees Maurice's BS. She does. I think she sees his BS, but she just so infatuated with him for some reason that she looks over it and willingly. I'm like, girl, no, because he is garbage, okay, and he ain't all that. But whatever. Helena says, hey, enjoying your commentary, but love all the ladies on the cast. Oh, what's up? What's up, Helena? Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for enjoying what we have going on here. Yeah, I do I have love for every individual on the cast in certain ways. All right. I do have my faves, but I also will call my faves out when they on some BS. Okay. Period. And that's what makes the show entertaining overall. Wanda Marshall says, I didn't care for Kimmy outfit. Sorry, child, Wanda. Listen, I didn't either. We talked about that in the beginning, girl. It was getting silly. Martell was acting so silly. He was the entire time. Robin Love says, child, you better talk. Wanda is lost and turned out, child. Mm, 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 mm. Maritha Gray is in the building. Maritha Gray says, good morning, sis, in chat. What I miss? Girl, you done missed a lot because we almost at the end, but we gonna get to the parts, the part tarts, okay? All right, y'all. So, Carlos says, here we go. Maurice busts his bubble. They talked about the stag run, blah, blah, blah. All right, next. Carlos basically says he has common sense, okay? Which a lot of these people in this cast don't. But he has common sense. He believes there is truth to the rumors. And he addresses Tisha and says he feels like she's just learning what her worth is right now, but she wants her husband to look believable. And he doesn't think she will be able to deal with the reality of him cheating, like we all have said. So I'm glad that Carlos actually acknowledged it on national TV. She says all she can do is trust him because she hasn't had any solid evidence. And Carlos asked about Chris Fletcher and if that affects her. And Tisha said, no, bring some evidence. Carlos asked if she, hold on, y'all, because my son is really trying me. Sorry, y'all. You know my child, he be trying to be heard and seen. Now my husband and they're handling him. All right, moving on. She's basically like, I haven't had any solid evidence, so I'm not about to end my marriage, as she shouldn't. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to divorce my husband over pictures that don't really. Now, let me tell you something with that back. Well, my husband got a lot of tattoos. So if he is in a picture with somebody, it's him. I'm a no. Because all them damn tattoos, I'm a no it's you. Okay. But the back picture, it's easy for her to be like, no. You know what I mean? Y'all got to give some more proof and some more solid evidence for her to believe it. And I still believe, even if somebody did, she ain't going nowhere, period. So Tisha says, bring some evidence. Carlos asked if she found out he cheated 8 years ago, would she leave? And she gets the stuttering, talking about, yeah, I would leave. We would have to handle the situation most likely, but I would probably leave because cheating is a deal breaker. Girl, use a lie. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Okay? Period. Moving on. Kiki comes out and Carlos asks Mel, why did she invite Kiki to her event? Let me just burst the whole Kiki bubble. Mel brought Kiki on the show to air Tisha out. Period. I love you, Mel, but that's what you did. Period. You did it. Okay. That was the classiest way to do it. You know that Kiki and Tisha are close. You know that Tisha has constantly made a mockery of all the things. That's her way of bringing out the cheating rumors. Okay. She didn't force it out of Kiki. Kiki willingly gave the information. And let me tell you why Kiki willingly participates. I think that Kiki is a very nice woman that talks a whole lot. I can't watch Kiki's interviews. I'm going to confess right here. I can't watch her interviews because Kiki rambles on and on and on and on and on and on. I think Kiki has a problem with attention to detail. She talks a whole lot about a whole bunch of nothing. I think she's a very beautiful person. She looked beautiful. I think she has a great spirit, but Kiki talks a lot. And you were talking a lot to Mel. And you were talking a lot to Tisha. You were just talking and bringing back a lot of information back and forth and to and fro and back and forth and to and fro. That's what you were doing. I see the forest for the trees, sis. So you, Kiki, I feel like Kiki is pissed because she's not on the show. You are Tisha's cousin. Excuse me, y'all. You know, my throat get dry talking all long. You are Tisha's cousin. Tisha's on the show. You're friends with Mel, but you're not on the show. You weren't interesting enough to be on the show, obviously. So, how can you be interesting? Talking about these cheating rumors. That's what it is. That is the whole purpose of Kiki. I'm sorry. Not sorry. What would be Mel's reason for bringing that girl on this show? Y'all gotta be honest with yourself. Mellometer or not, if that's what people calling themselves. Why would she bring Kiki on the show? Because she wants to air Tisha out. Rightfully so, because Tisha been doing all the laughing and kikiing, no pun intended, behind the scenes with everybody else to Mel's detriment, trying to be the detriment of Mel, and it's not working. So Mel said, all right, I'm going to play chess to your checkers, and I'm going to bring her on the show because you don't want her on here. Hence, why you told me about these pills. Because you didn't want her on the show. And that's what it is. Helena says, Tisha forgot that we saw her lose it over the lady in a red dress at the party in Houston. I did forget about that. Tisha should just say, even if he cheat, he's still a good man to her and it's cheaper to keep him. Child. Yeah, at this point, because he done put everything in her name. Ms. B says, listen, it's the fat rolls on the back, the neck in the picture. Those are his tattoos. She just needs to count them. That's him. She know it. Tisha know what's... You are so crazy, Miss B. I'm already over here dry throat. You are crazy. 934 Brandy says, Tisha know what's going on with her husband. She just chooses to ignore it. How come she never talked about the naked picture in her husband's phone? Boom. I can't wait to hear about that next week. So y'all, let's get... Thank you. I'm glad you said that. What did I say, LaPriest? What did I say, girl? All 1976, and Mel should have aired her out. I believe Mel should air them out. Just get it over with. All right, y'all. So let's get back into Kiki. Basically, I feel like this. Kiki wants to be on the show. Tisha didn't want her on the show. Tisha did everything she could to prevent Mel from being on, to Kiki from being on the show. Tisha should have played chess, not checkers, and she should have actually brought Kiki on the show and had Kiki as an ally of hers. That's what she should have done, but she didn't do that, especially knowing that Kiki knows all of your business, and she holds the trump card to validate these things, because you sat up here and said, oh, I've never had any issues of infidelity or whatever, but then there's this picture that y'all talking about. So let's get into, y'all, the Muppet Babies. So Tisha fakes getting mad and leaves the stage. Okay. She acts like she's so upset because Kiki is a puppet, and Mel knows that she invited Kiki on the show to get her, to get her. And Mel pulled her records at the courthouse, and Kiki says she don't remember saying that. So Tisha walks off saying Kiki is Mel's puppet, okay? Kiki reveals Mel only asked about, then they talk about some car with Marceau and, what car he got into a car accident with. And we're going to talk about that, y'all, because I want y'all to remember distinctly from season 2 and a situation with a car. So Tisha walks off stage and comes back with these dummies. Literally. This was so lame and fell so flat. So flat. And everybody is up there. I don't know if they laughing at her or with her. I think at her for the most part. Everybody can't have a binder moment like Monique. You just couldn't. You can't get a saber like what's the girl on Real Housewives of Kenya. Everybody can't be Kenya. Everybody can't get drag abroad like Portia did. Like, girl, do you really want to be known as the girl that brought Muppets, Jim Henson's Muppets on the show? Trash. And it wasn't even funny. It was so stupid. Like, girl, not funny. Maritha Gray says, I remember that because all the men, including the one who looks stank all the time, were on a camping trip. Yes. So let's talk about that. So remember, I found the episode and I actually watched the 2 episodes. So it was season 2. Get y'all pens out and make a note. Season 2, episode 15. To Martell the truth. Okay. They were all going on a camping trip. Okay. The reason why the car accident is significant because Marceau was supposed to be coming on the camping trip with the guys. And Tisha was like, why would you drive a sports car to a camping trip? So that was when Miss Wanda came on the scene. Season 2 was when Miss Wanda really came out. And she was like, he must have had a woman with him. Like he must have been, because Marceau kept on trying to get out of going to the camping trip. He kept on talking about, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go and this, that, and the third. He kept trying to get out of it. So it's such a coincidence that you want to be driving around in a sports car, right? So he was driving around in the, he got into allegedly a car accident with this sports car. He done hurt himself real bad and all this, that, and the third. But that was the episode where Martell told them that Gatormouth was indeed pregnant. Okay, so he told them at the campsite, and Maurice called Marceau on the phone because he was like, "Why you not here?" and all this, that, and the third. And he was like, "Man, I got into a terrible car accident and whatnot." So they were just like, in the next episode, they were like, well, why would you be driving a sports car? You should have drove your pickup truck. It's like a campsite. Like, what are you doing? So that's why everybody was thinking it was real shady. So maybe Mel was like, okay, so you driving around in a sports car and got into a car accident. And then the ladies, Destiny had invited all the ladies on a girls trip together. So that could have been where they were possibly trying to introduce this alleged Alonda or female character that Tisha is saying that Mel was trying to pay. Because remember, Destiny set up a girls trip, and that was supposed to be to help Tisha and Mel get past their issues and their problems or whatever, because Destiny was, at the time cool with Mel. So she was trying to bring them back together. So I think that was supposed to be the trip where Melody was going to bring the chick. Okay. So that's why Mel is probably like, what car was he driving or whatever? Because maybe the friend was in the car with him, allegedly. So there you go. All right. There you go with that. Okay. Wanda Marshall says, see, look at the puppies. She's still stuck in season 2. Some laughing at her. Some are laughing with her, like Maurice. Right. Because all of them give clues. All of them give clues. Okay. They all talk about each other. They all tell the truth on each other and then try to make it seem like it's a joke. They do it all the time. Barbara Reed says, copy and marriage boot camp sex. Them Tisha do not have one idea of her own. Definitely not. When Tay Talk says, I think Mel wanted the police report to see who was in the car with him. I agree. I agree. Or Tay, I think she probably already knew. If she, because think about it. With Destiny doing, this is the alleged trip that they're talking about with the ladies, right? So I feel like that was the trip that she was going to bring her on, and she probably was going to bring up the car accident situation because she probably knew that her homegirl was in the car with her, allegedly. Okay. It all makes sense, Sherlock. It all makes sense. Okay. Angie says, Shay, this shows Tisha stuck in the past at this point. Remove them from the show. Because if they come blaming Mel for everything next season, I'm going off. Yeah, they're gonna have to take a whole different approach on this show at this point because I think everybody is getting tired of it. It's falling flat. It really is. Maritha Gray says, at Reader, I peeped that too. Mel is like me. I don't give you chances to backstab me. I believe it's a wrap for that friendship also. Yeah, why am I gonna be your friend? Why? We don't need to be close no more. I've seen you for your worth. I know you would. I know what you can do. Why am I gonna give you multiple chances to do it again and again and again as you already have? Like, I don't need to be around nobody like that. If y'all really, Gloria Strickland says, if y'all really look at Alonda, she looks as slow as Tisha. Oh, child, not as slow as Tisha, honey. I need to look at her again. Isn't that the chick that was doing Melody's hair? I thought that was Martell's cousin because she, I think I remember them having a conversation when Mel is sitting in her chair, and then she was like, "That's your cousin." I remember her saying that. So I don't know if that's the same chick that they had on the live. And the fact that you had to get somebody on a live on social media to say that they're not cheating with you is absolutely ridiculous to me. Wanda Marshall says, I meant puppets. Oh, got you. I know, I got you. Simply Beautiful says, the storyline next season will be, who is Mel dating? Right. Because y'all, they done probably Google search that man's hand to death. Okay. Angie says, and by the way, I just want to say, I don't really care who Mel is dating at this point. Long as sis is happy, you like it, I love it. Okay. So Angie says Alonda was giving a word on the street. Stormy, Coleslaw, and Alonda are super hells. A super hell. Oh, child. I see why they can't let go. That's crazy. Miss B says, I'm tired of all them tap dancing around the cheating allegations. Let me bust up in there. I'll break it down for them. You are so crazy, girl. And you would probably bust the door down and be like, where they at? Where is she? Where they at? Like Stormy keep bringing that girl Chantel or whatever her name is, does the little searching dance to the Monica song. She's made her, whole celebrity off of that. Maritha Gray says, at Gloria Strickland, I thought the same. Glad it's not just me. Robin Love says, never won a case. Kim Kardashian, let go, let go. Yes. Never won a case. Never, ever, ever. Do you even have the right to practice law, Maurice? Took you forever to pass the damn bar. Like, let me see Maurice in the court. Let me at least see him with a briefcase going into the damn court building. I don't even know if he's ever litigated anything. Anything. But you always talking about you about to sue somebody. Boy, go sit down. Just don't sue me. I don't want to be your first person, child. I ain't got time. Catherine Kirk Dantzler says, if Melody leave, then what is the show going to be about? Because for the last 2 seasons and more, they have been keeping Mel's name in their mouths because they're not interesting on their own. Period. They're stupid. Instead of them elevating their own gifts and all the things that they have going on, like Mel is doing, they are constantly trying to use, and that's the thing. I feel like Carlos is puppeteering this stuff behind the scenes too. And I really, really want y'all to see that interview with Dustin Ross, because Dustin Ross, he don't say it directly to Carlos that he thinks that he's puppeteering all this stuff behind the scenes, but he really is. Carlos is puppeteering all this stuff. And Dustin was basically telling him without telling him, if that's the way you're going with the show, it's the wrong road and the show will be canceled because nobody wants to see that. Carlos thinks that the drama, the consistent drama of dragging one person is the way to go. And it's not. And then Carlos always does that whole let me pop up and bring random people on the show to shock for shock value. I wholeheartedly agree that Carlos was going to pay that Alonda girl to come on that girls trip that Destiny set up to set Tisha up. I wholeheartedly think that he was going to do it. I agree. Because Melody said I wasn't about to give her nothing. I was just simply introducing her. You know, if she got on the show, production was going to pay her, not me. So she told it all. And they would have definitely paid that girl the coins to get her on the show. It just wasn't enough for her to sell her soul. Okay? So she ain't come and do it. But Carlos is definitely that guy. The cookie lady on Atlanta Housewives. He's famous for this stuff. Block with Candy. It makes sense. Candy had an issue with Carlos now that we know, Carlos was going to try to put Escape's story out there without their permission. So they had a rift. So that's probably why he was constantly bringing people on the show blindsided her. Then when they brought Phaedra, the homegirl that Apollo was messing with before, I guess after he got out of jail or whatever, bringing her on the show to blindside Candy to make it look like she's participating in that. He's famous for doing that stuff. So I think I wholeheartedly think that he was going to do it. He was going to pay that chick, but she ain't take the bait. Okay. And I think that Carlos will try to find a way. Allegedly, they're saying that Stormy was supposedly having a party and she was going to invite Gatormouth. If you're new to my channel, Gatormouth is coleslaw. I don't like to say her name. We're going to rename her as many chances as we can over here. Okay. So moving on, y'all. Carlos asked, what has Tisha dealt with in her marriage? And has she ever said Marceau was cheating on her or found out Marceau was cheating on her? She says no. And Carlos, has she ever said that to Kiki and whatnot? Carlos asked, has Tisha ever speculated that Marceau was cheating? And Wanda says, tell the truth. Looking at Kiki, because Wanda want to know too. I think Wanda one of them women that just want to know so she can be mouthy. But she gonna tell her daughter to stay with him anyway. So I don't even know why she really cares so much. But Kiki, Wanda told Kiki tell the truth. And Kiki says, well, just like anyone, like every woman speculates that their husband may be doing something. There may be some signs or whatever. So Kiki's still dancing around. So then Tisha admits that she found a picture of a girl in Marceau's phone. And that's why Mel was hanging with Kiki, because she knew Tisha's tea. And that's where the episode ended. Okay. Y'all, Tisha did all of this. Everything was Mel's fault. All this, that, and the third. But how long have you known about this picture, sis? When you find the picture? Did you find it while he was in Africa? Was it a naked woman that he found in Africa? Because this picture better be damn recent for all the stuff that you've been doing and how you've been acting. Maritha Grace says she was trying Mel look a hot mess. She was trying Mel look a hot mess. Who? You saying Mel looked a hot mess? What you saying, girl? Mel ain't looking a hot mess on that reunion now. Well, everybody got their own opinion. I understand. Shay B says, yes, they have the same last name, but they're not related. Oh, who? Child, I got to get in the head what y'all talking about. Simply Beautiful Tisha and her puppets have lazy tongues. Not lazy tongues, girl. What the? Wanda Marshall says, yes, that was her, Alonda Martell cousin. Got you. Okay, the one that was doing her hair in that episode. LaPree Space says, Angie, Marceau, a.k.a. Alex. They all do have the mouth for it, child. That's that superhead. Pretty Brown Eyes said, I hope after this I don't have to hear about the BS no more. Right. Get some proof. At this point, Y'all need to dead the cheating storyline unless somebody's going to come out. Carlos, find somebody to come on the show that's going to air them out. Because I'm tired of, we got to get off of Mel and Martell too. That's another thing. We got to get off of Mel and Martell. We have to get on either bringing somebody on the show to bring out these cheating rumors with Marceau and Tisha, or let's just talk about their businesses. Let's move on, because I'm sure they got other stuff going on that we can be talking about. Like, what happened to Kiowa? Did you know what happened to the whole thing with Kimmy getting mad that he moved them down to Huntsville? Are they back in Detroit? Like, does the son still live with it? I don't listen. There's so many other things that we can move on from this. Why did her and Melody fall out? I don't know. Or did they even fall out? Like, that's what I want Carlos to ask. Are you and Alonda still friends, Mel? Because if they're still friends, none of that stuff that Tisha and them are saying makes any sense. Or, they're just trying to keep the girl close because they don't want her to air them out. I don't know what, child. It's all getting confusing. Maritha Gray says, at Gloria Strickland, Happy New Year to you as well. Yes, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you. Thank you. This is my first live of the year. I'm so excited. We are coming in with a bang. Okay. We are coming through 2023 trailblazing. Okay. Angie says, this name is so funny to me, y'all. Angie says they do, and they know how to work it, apparently. Ooh, child. They working their legs, hips, and breasts. Allegedly. Pretty Brown Eyes says, if Mel leave the show, will be about why Mel left. Right. Right. So they still gonna talk about it. So she might as well stay on there and collect her producer credit and her check for being on there. Robin Love says, if you think you're mad now, wait until Mel's checks are cashed. Right. 934 Brandy says, I saw that interview too. They broke it down. Yeah, I love Dustin Ross. Like, I followed him after that. Like, he gets it. He gets it. Wanda Marshall says, I watched it last night with Carlos and Dustin. Yeah, that was a great. He gave some great insight. And I want y'all that haven't watched it, pay attention to Carlos' facial expressions. Carlos don't like Mel. Carlos don't fool with Mel. I think Mel is a necessity for him. He needs her to keep this show going. But I don't think Carlos rocking with Mel, because Mel sees him for the fool that he is too. Mark my words. I feel something a brewing between the two of them, okay? Gloria Strickland says, Kim, because Carlos wanted to be the star too. Let's make that very clear. Carlos can't just sit in the back and do a Andy Cohen somewhat. Andy ain't on the shows kikiing with the ladies, okay? He do his interviews on Watch What Happens Live, and he get on and half-ass these reunion shows, but he's not on the shows trying to be the star. I feel like Carlos does a lot to try to be the star, and I think he's jealous. Not jealous, but I think that he hates on Melody's rise to fame, because Melody has her own production company. She's doing all these other things. And I think that he resents the fact that this show is not she don't need this show anymore. And my thing is, people need to realize reality TV needs to be a stepping stone to other things. It can't be the center of your success if you do it right. Okay? Gloria Strickland says, Kimmy and that baby talk works my nerve, child. Me too. Me too. Oh my, I can't stand it. I'm so glad you said that, Gloria. I can't stand. I'm glad we together. We together on that, okay? We see each other. She thinks she is bad with her slow. Now, child, I don't know about Kimmy being slow now, but I can't do the baby talk, child. Ooh. 934 Brandy says, I'm glad Melody put Carlos on blast. Yeah, because you was in it too. You was doing it too. We was doing it together. So don't try to play me. Okay? I had a partner in crime, and it was you, Carlos. You. That's what Melody was saying. God sees all. Carlos throws the rock and hide his hand. Yes, he did hide it right under that pad under the jacket he had on. Okay. Robin Love says, Tisha is, you think you're broke now. Wait until Mel's checks are cashed. In my Bobby Womack voice. Child, indeed. If you think you're broke now, wait until Mel's checks cash. All right now. Angie says, yes, because he brought Nene to compare to Mel. Right. Kimmy side chick as well. Ooh. Wanda Marshall says, got Sheree and Martell together. Yes. Yes, Wanda. I've been meaning to say this and I always forget it. I'm so glad you said that, sis. I think Carlos put them together. I really do. Carlos wants to have a connection to Bravo so bad. He really does. And it's sickening. He interviews all of the housewives like he's having a euphoria and a PTSD of sorts that he doesn't handle gracefully. He can't seem to let go of his former life as a producer on the Bravo TV shows. Like, let it go. You're supposed to be creating your own avenue over here on OWN. You talk about Bell Collective is the number one show. You ain't even saying Huntsville, but Huntsville has been proven to be your number one TV show. But you talking about Bell Collective is your number one show. I think that's a slight to Mel because he's hating on her. But then you keep on glorifying these housewives. Like, let it go, sir. Then you go find Sheree and hook her up with Martell. Clearly, Martell is not into Sheree. Like, or maybe he is. I don't know, but he ain't gonna be with Sheree because the way he perked up when Mel came out talking about some, and when they said and Melody Cherie, and he says halt, halt, and then he was all staring at her and whatnot, and constantly trying to get back with her. He is not. Let me tell y'all something. If Mel told Martell, if you go to therapy for a year and 8 months, and I see, and then I assess you for 6 months after that, I'll be your wife again. If you don't think that Martell isn't going to try to do whatever he can, now he's still going to be a sneaky beaver on the backside, okay? But if you don't think that Martell ain't going to do whatever he can to try to get back with Mel, if she promises that she would marry him again, you got another thing coming. That man wants to be with that woman so bad he can taste it. He can't breathe without that woman. Okay? Child. And Carlos created this whole drama and saga, and it's not affecting Mel the way that he was expecting it to. All these people are trying to tear this woman down, and she had a moment, but she has a great support system around her where she doesn't allow that stuff to drag her down. And for every, like she always posts, for every demon, 5 blessings. And they are all pissed about it. Okay. But y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. We have been on here for almost 2 hours, child. Okay. But I appreciate each and every one of you. I am looking forward to a very bright and amazing 2023. Okay. Shout out to everybody who has ever even graced my channel, shared my channel with anybody, shouted me out. We did some amazing things in 2023. I was able to do an interview. Y'all saw my interview with the young lady that was on the live with Ariane, where she was going off on the young girl, and we that was one of my best interviews thus far. This is only one that I've been able to do, and it was really great. We've done some amazing Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews on this channel, which has helped me to grow and gain such an amazing audience. We do all the Bravo shows, all these different things. We're branching out to some scripted TV with Sisters and Tyler Perry. I'm going to be doing all the Queen's Men as well. So stay tuned for that. I've had people on the panel with me. I've had a chance to have Simply Beautiful up here with me. When Tay talks, we've done things. Nola Reeds was on my channel. So I did the interview with Scotty by Nature, and you guys supported me. So 2022 has been great, but I am so excited about what 2023 is going to bring. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anybody else that's watching this show too. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.